to another CaffCast. Today we're going to be doing our first hardware unboxing video on the CaffCast. I'm going to be looking at the iRig mic. Now, as many of you guys know, I'm heading to my first gaming convention as CaffCast, or Caff of the CaffCast, and I'm going to be using my iPhone to do a lot of recording. In this situation where I am talking to you now in my room where it's nice and quiet, the onboard microphone of the iPhone is fine. But I'm going to be doing a lot of face-to-face interviews, and I needed to buy something that was going to be able to give a bit more of a professional recording, while at the same time wasn't going to mean that I had to buy a whole new camera setup, because I don't have hundreds and hundreds of pounds just to kind of spend on any old thing. So I had a look online and I found this. It's effectively a mic, as you can see here, that you can plug directly into your iPhone. You can have a separate pair of headphones plugged in as well, so you can hear what's going on, or the camera person can hear what's going on. So I've got a friend of mine who's coming along with me, who's going to record me, and I'm going to hold this microphone and do the interviews with all developers and stuff. So you guys can have a look at all the different things that's coming out in the next coming weeks. So let's give it a go. I'm going to start the video by unboxing the actual microphone itself. Then we're going to switch over to what it sounds like. I'm actually going to plug the microphone in and start to record again with you guys with the microphone in my hand, so I can show you the difference in the audio quality. So let's get started. I think it's a lot better than having to buy a whole separate microphone, and it's one of those things that, you know, it was around about £50, I believe. Your currencies obviously will differ, and I'm sure you can have a look on the internet to find out how much that is in your local currency. But from what I've heard, generally the sound quality is pretty good. There's some really funny pictures, which once I've pulled this tab off, I'll show you guys around the back. iRig I think they're quite known for having their guitars plugged into the iPhone. But look at this picture here, this is fantastic. Look, so apparently, even though she's not, I'm going to zoom in even more, here we go. Even though she's not actually on the camera there, the camera is not facing her, but she's on the camera anyway. So she's having a good time doing some video work, which is actually what I'm going to be doing. Then there's this girl here. She's doing some podcasting. She's chilling out, having a good time, relaxing, which is good. This person's interviewing like the air, so I'm not quite sure what that's about. And then you can do some band stuff with apparently some really baggy trousers on, or record some guitar, or just shout. Basically, just shout whilst you kind of look like Fred Durst. That's apparently the idea, which is fair enough. If that's what you're into, my friend, then that's absolutely fine. Okay, so tabs are off, and let's have a little look inside. Here we go. Okay, I'll leave that in the background though, so you guys can see that. First thing we've got is a iRig kind of microphone case, or pencil case. Pretty sort of cheap and bog standard, really. It's going to do the job. It does say iRig on there, which hopefully you guys can see. And that's just basically going to keep the microphone nice and clean in the bag, or sort of, you know, in the carrying case that you're using or whatnot. There's a registration card here, which, yep, has the code on the back. But that's basically to register the product itself, which obviously is quite useful, because I think you do get some sort of warranty at least. You've got a quick start guide, just I think it's really, really basic. Plug it in. Don't do this kind of thing. Do this. Put the person in front of the microphone. That kind of stuff. So, pretty straightforward, which is all well and good. This is pretty cool. I didn't know it was going to come with one of these, but it has a adapter for a tripod mount, or a desk mount for a microphone. So you get a chance to use one that's been specifically designed for the microphone, which is good, because I don't know if my Shure mic one would actually fit that, so we'll give that a go as well. We'll connect it up to a tripod and see how it sounds, and then rocking the world of mobile music, random kind of thing. So that's all well and good. That's the cable itself there, with some more plastic packaging material. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's the microphone itself. Good amount of weight to it. and we've got a chance to specify a very specific level of sound with three-stage click down to circle moral as well. So you can put a sort of a wide berth of microphone or a very specific level, which is good. And if we open up the actual microphone itself, it has a very long thread apparently. It does have a windsock inside there as well, and then that's obviously going to keep things nice and neat for us, which is good. Fantastic. Static cable, actually kind of like solidly attached, not detachable, and unfortunately, so if that does get sort of tugged or anything, then that's going to fly out of your hand. And then reasonable, I mean, we're talking about 5 foot probably worth of cable here, and then on the other end, obviously here we have the actual connection itself, which goes into the microphone, goes into the iPhone, sorry, and you have a headphone port there as well. So pretty good. It looks all right. It's going to do the job. I could do it getting one of those sort of box things that news companies have over the top there to say sort of like CaffCast, but not right now. We're just going to stick with this. So you'll probably see me out and raised with this. But for now, I'm sure you guys are dying to hear what it sounds like, so I'll stop the video right here. We'll plug it into the iPhone and we'll give it a go. So see you guys in a sec. Okay guys, welcome back. I have now plugged in the microphone itself. One thing to bear in mind is that on the iPhone I have actually had to take off my 5S Apple leather case to actually fit this microphone in. It was working with it on, but the connection wasn't all the way in, so to be safe I've taken that off. But the microphone's now working. Obviously the sound quality is not going to be very good because the microphone's not in front of me right now. Just wanted to get a chance to show it to you guys before. This is it on its actual tripod arm as well, which is really good. Holds it really nicely as you would expect it to. So I'm just moving the microphone up to my face now. This is the sort of distance that I would be using the microphone in an interview setting, and it's the same sort of thing as what I would do with my normal SM58. So yeah, this is the example of the microphone head-on, and from the side, and from the other side, and talking away from the microphone. And if I change the settings on the microphone itself, I can flick to the middle setting, which is from the side, head-on, from the other side, and facing away from the microphone. And finally, we have the all-around setting, which is from the side, straight on, from the other side, and facing away from the microphone. So the only other thing that I have noticed is that plugging headphones in and recording with the iPhone isn't actually giving me any immediate feedback from the headphones. I can obviously play stuff from the headphones, but I'm not getting any sort of live feed through my headphones, so it's kind of defeating the purpose of having that sort of option, apart from obviously being able to listen back with noise cancelling headphones in a loud setting to make sure that your audio quality is okay. But apart from that, it does seem to be a pretty well built microphone. Hopefully it will stand the test of time and at least work a few conventions for me. The cabling is good, it's not getting in the way at all, and I am sure that the sound speaks for itself in comparison to the iPhone. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope this review has helped you. From now on, I'm going to be using this microphone to do my unboxings to try to make the sound quality a bit more professional. And until next time, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, as usual. And I'll see you all next time. Take care. And one last thing before we finish the video, guys. The switch, the 3-toggle switch on the actual microphone itself is in fact not for directional and omnidirectional microphone settings. It's actually to flick between low, medium and high intensity sound sources. The setting that I'm talking to you now on being the setting for low intensity sound sources, so very quiet sounds in general, which is probably why the sound is coming to you a little bit distorted. The actual setting that I should be using is this one, which is the medium intensity sound source for interviews and podcasts, the things that I actually would be using the microphone for. The former sound obviously being for very long distance speech or very quiet situations, or of course ambient sounds, and the final setting is high intensity sound sources. So for example, singing, guitar amplifiers, band rehearsals, anything that is of a much higher in terms of volume. But this is the main setting that you would probably find yourself using the microphone. So in terms of the directional input of the microphone, it is static, and it is only the sensitivity that you are changing when flicking that switch. But everything else seems to be working reasonably well, and I am very happy with this microphone. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and as Caff said before this, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. See you soon. You've been watching the CaffCast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos. Oh, and be sure to subscribe to us if you like what you see. That way I'll know to make more, and that you really like me. So, you've been watching the CaffCast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos.